I was listening to you only the other weekend actually, because you're on Heart Radio as well, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, I do it radio.
The best of the 80s or the greaties, as you put it.
Yeah, I mean, I love doing the show on a Sunday nights. It's a decade that I know well, and I think there's some great characters, some great music came out of that period. So it's a labour of love.
Let's talk about your music, because your debut album, 10 Good Reasons, was actually the biggest selling album of '89. I mean, you were huge.
Sure. Yeah, and this is what this tour is about. It's about profiling that record from top to tail. It's been very successful. We're in Manchester, obviously, Liverpool, Hull, York, and Aberdeen. They're the last sort of few dates we have up north. The audience reaction's been amazing. I mean, there's a lot of love for those songs, you know. I think there comes a time in all our lives when we like to reminisce, and I think we've just hit the right chord with an audience who really, want to look back on that time and get a live sense of that album. I've got some, greatest hits there as well, and there's, me having a bit of a chat. So it's a slightly biographical evening.
Yeah. I mean, you're touring with it for the very first time, and I was surprised, actually, that this didn't happen sooner, given how well the album did.
Well, I mean, I haven't toured for 7 years or 6 years as a solo artist. I've done a lot of theatre, but I figured timing is everything, and the concept of doing this record doing this tour didn't really come to my table until just recently, and you've got to find new ways of reinventing yourself to an audience. It's no point just going out and constantly doing a greatest hits tour. I've done recording in the last 10 or 15 years, but they haven't had the impact of that record, and it's hard to live up to that. And this just seemed like the perfect night out for someone. It's a ticket I would like to see if that was my favourite artist, and that was an album I bought.
Yeah. So, 3 number 1 singles on the album, including Especially For You. But sadly, the eagerly anticipated duet with Kylie in London never came to be.
No, it didn't. It wasn't without trying, and unfortunately she wasn't available on the day, which is a shame, but I do believe the intention was there. But look, these things, I'm not doing this tour to be singing with Kylie every night. It's more than that for me, but it would have been a special moment, sure.
Your pal Gary Barlow stepped in there, didn't he?
He did. Well, I don't know whether he stepped in. He was part of the lineup that I was putting together, and he was very generous with his time, so I appreciated that.
So in Australia, I mean, is it still the tendency for people to be all-round performers rather than specialise in one area?
Well, I haven't lived in Australia for a long time. My feeling would be that it's always, in any country, in any performer, it's all about trying to be as versatile as you can. That gives you as many opportunities as there is, and I think it's certainly, helped me keep busy and keep my career going. And singing has helped my acting, and acting has helped my singing. Dancing has helped my confidence, and so it's entertainment. I don't see it as just one style of work that I do.
Yeah, but would you say you were more comfortable with acting than singing?
Probably. But I certainly, my confidence with singing over the last sort of probably 5 years in particular, having done lots of theatre, has grown. I think, it's about feeling comfortable as a performer too, and singing comes from another place that any other performance art doesn't come from. it's a lot about breathing, about feeling relaxed. You know, we all act in a way. We don't all sing, we don't all dance, but we all act, we all pretend during the day. It's just some people aren't as confident to do it in front of other people than performers.
Sure. Well, do you know what? Lucky me, because I managed to catch a live acoustic version of Too Many Broken Hearts on Radio 2 recently. And do you know what?
Sound alright?
I think you have a great voice.
Thank you.
You know,
That's very
I was
kind.
really impressed, truly.
Great.
So,
I've had a few years practice on that one.
Do you perform any of the songs acoustically on this current tour?
I do one, Rhythm of the Rain I do acoustically, so, and I'd like to have done more, but the show doesn't allow for that.
Yeah.
It's, you have a certain amount of time to be able to deliver what you want to do. So I could do it 2 hours acoustically, but and it's better. It's almost more intimate. But that's not what they're here to see. They're here to see, 10 Good Reasons, Too Many Broken Hearts, especially for you, Sealed with a Kiss, Every Day, songs that really just, resonate as the records.
I'll send you all my love every day in a letter.
You're an only child, as I am. So obviously family is incredibly important to you. Your father, Terence, Donovan, is of course himself the famous actor. And like yourself, he was even cast in Neighbours.
Sure, yeah.
So what about the children? I mean, do they have dreams to make it an entertainment?
Oh, I think some of them do, and I hope that whatever they do in their lives they're passionate about. Doesn't matter whether it's in entertainment, but no, it's about making the right choices for them. But that's not my decision. That's up to them. As long as they're passionate, they work hard, they have a sense of humour, they respect others, then anything's possible.
Yeah.